on your somatic healing and nervous system regulation recovery journey as you improve your sensations of chronic pain, anxiety, panic, obesity, grief, and other neuroplastic sensations. It's useful to know that the brain builds what you believe, one neuron at a time, and sometimes multiple neurons at a time. What do I mean? I'll get into it in a minute. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Wolf, and I'm a professional neuroplastic chronic pain, anxiety, panic, trauma coach. I work with clients on Zoom to help them navigate the hell of recovery, get through the jungle, and back to a vibrant and full life. So the brain builds what you believe. This has been shown with scientific research to be the case. When you believe something, you wire it up. And especially if you repeat that belief over and over and over, it becomes your reality. The world out here is just energy, and our brains create the interpretation of that energy. So think about the way you engage with something that you really like. Maybe a puppy, maybe a dog. You love to pet that puppy. You love to be with that dog and ruffle his ears and just hang out with him by the river. Well, some person other than you maybe wouldn't like to be doing that. And their brains are wired completely differently. So as you love on your dog, you love on that puppy, your brain builds this whole network of intimate connections with your dog, and it becomes a love relationship that's wired deep into your brain. But if you're a person who's either allergic to dogs or is afraid of dogs, you'll build a totally different brain that's wired for fear around that dog. And how can this help us on a recovery journey from chronic pain, anxiety, and panic? And at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how it helped me. But first, let's talk about how the brain building what you believe can be super helpful on your journey of recovery. If you believe you're going to get better, then your unconscious mind begins to make decisions and interpret input from these nearly infinite inputs that are coming into unconscious mind all the time. We're conscious of a very small amount. I think it's like 5%. Don't quote me on that because I'm not looking it up at the moment. It may be even 1%. But unconscious is absorbing all this information and making decisions to see how to direct you. And it directs you using sensations, impulses, thoughts, emotions, even dreams. So as unconscious mind does that, your beliefs make a huge difference. Okay, so there are tribes in the Amazon that only believe what they see or what somebody they know sees. And those tribes have a way different outlook on life than people who believe something that's in a book. For example, we have deep spiritual beliefs that revolve not around sensory input, but simply beliefs that are reinforced consistently with other people around them that have the same beliefs, with lectures, with study, with reading, with looking out in the world and seeking proof or affirmations of those beliefs. Whereas these people in the rainforest, they don't believe unless they see or experience this themselves. So totally different beliefs. So on our recovery journey, if we believe that going out and engaging in life is going to help us get better, then our mind is going to guide us to get out and engage in life more and more and more. Just the belief that engaging in life can be healthy and helpful is enough to make those benefits real. And those benefits wire into the brain. So when we go out and have an engaging experience with someone, our brain may give us some feedback that's positive. And if it gives us feedback that's negative because it's still in fear around something, like going to the zoo might seem frightening to someone who's been housebound or bedbound. But when we go and actually go to the zoo and we get a fear response and we laugh at it and say, I believe that I'm okay, I'm getting better. And maybe I believe that I'm going to have some waves of sensation for a little while, but then that's going to fade. Well, the belief becomes a reality and you get better and better and better. So for me, on my journey, there were a number of beliefs that made my recovery not only possible, but then probable and then inevitable. And I'll talk about those in a minute, but please subscribe to my channel first. Give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment. In the comment, drop a belief that you have right now that's helping you on your recovery. And ring the bell too, so you'll hear when my new videos come out. My mission is to help as many people as possible out of chronic pain, anxiety, and other sensations like that. So your support helps spread the message, gets more people better, and makes the world a better place. So, beliefs on my journey. What did I believe? I began to believe that when I confronted my sensations, or when I rode a huge wave of sensations like chronic pain, that I could actually feel better because of that. That going through those waves would make me better at staying calm, staying courageous, staying curious, and lower the fear. I believe that this was what was happening. It lowered the fear, and then my unconscious mind would relax. And the fear would disappear. The fear was fueling these sensations. So I believed that that was a path that would get me better. And sure enough, it did. And my beliefs were reinforced by experience. So I continued to engage with that belief, saying, I know if I go for a hike, I might feel some sensations after. It might be intense. I might have a flare, which I just call a recovery response, but I might have a flare, but it's okay. I believed it was okay. And it was. And over time, those sensations dropped away and would diminish almost in a linear way, even though it's a non-linear journey overall. Overall, the journey was better, 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 softer, softer, more relaxed, more at ease, more lighthearted. And that belief carried me forward. So my brain was building what I believed, and that predictive coding that I've talked about in other videos started to happen. I would go out for a hike. I would feel a little bit of fear. I would do the hike anyway. I would counter any thoughts of maybe I shouldn't hike this long, or maybe it's going to be horrible after, with, hey, maybe this will be the time where it really ramps up and I get better. My recovery really ramps up, I should say. And sure enough, that's what happens. So remember, as you think, as you act, and as you experience life, that your brain is building your belief systems. And it will even look for confirmation of those beliefs and give you confirmation of those beliefs, which is why Afformations, not Affirmations, which is a statement, but Afformations, which is a question, can be helpful. You can ask yourself, how am I recovering today? Or how do I know I'm recovering today? Or how do I know that my beliefs are helping me recover today? And your mind will search for answers that will reinforce the belief that you are recovering. I even wrote a song, you can hear it in another video, that reinforced my belief that I was recovering, even at a time where I didn't have a whole lot of confirmation or validation in terms of the sensations themselves. Yes, my mindset was getting little by little, 1% a day, stronger and stronger, or sometimes 1% a week, stronger and stronger, better and better, calmer and calmer, lighter and lighter. It happened. But as it was happening, I needed to reinforce it. So let me know what you're doing in the comments to reinforce your belief, to build that belief, because the brain is building what we believe, and it does so in a very physical way by wiring neurons together And by building these neuronal connections that then generate an unconscious mind that has belief, that has faith. So if you'd like to accelerate that faith and belief, and you want to work with me one-on-one on Zoom, I coach clients on Zoom. So head over to my website, healingwolfcoaching.com, book a free consult call. We will chat, we will strategize, we'll get you on my calendar, and we'll get you better. You can also sign up for my newsletter at healingwolfcoaching.com. Scroll down on my homepage. It's a big yellow box. You sign up, you get a free download of my most powerful meditation. And then I send out newsletters with really valuable tips as to how I recovered and as to how you're recovering. I believe that you can recover. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I really believe you can recover. I believe that once you get the right beliefs locked in, your recovery will be inevitable. So keep going and keep believing.